All right, hello. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. It's good to be back. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Chelsea have stumbled once again, and old Frankie Lampard looking like he's on the hot seat, if you ask me. And if you agree, go ahead and get those likes up for old Frankie Lampard. Subscribe to the channel and push that notification button as well. What are you telling me, guys? Another Chelsea game, another Conor Gallagher start. Oof. It's
Just
rough.
tell me what Frank is doing. What was he doing?
Frank know what he's doing?
He's
No,
playing,
he doesn't.
He's playing the players that'll be there next season. That's what
No,
he's
he's
doing.
not.
Yes, he is.
Gallagher's not going to be there next.
Connor's not going anywhere. Unless he's alone,
Gallagher
Connor's
will
not
get
going
sold.
anywhere. No.
Gallagher will
He's
get
gotta
sold.
get sold.
I don't
He's
know
got-
who's gonna buy him.
Plenty of teams would.
What,
Norwich
Palace?
Town. Go
Norwich, yeah, he's gonna get demoted.
Supposedly Borussia is after him.
No way.
Frank, if
Yeah.
it's
Y'all
not,
better hope.
if,
Y'all better hope.
or he's building value in players that need to leave. Like the games we've lost have been on BS. Like our captain scored against us, and that hurt. That hurt a lot.
That's
I
not
don't
fun.
think Azpilicueta's given up an own goal in years.
I have no room to laugh this week.
But I don't know. You have 30 players to choose from. I think he should start
I
Abba.
wasn't going to have
I
a
think he
rant, and I won't have a rant.
I think he should start Abba.
Not even about a
Abba
game. Did he come on, or was
He
he?
did.
He came
had-
on, yeah.
He had more shots in 45 minutes than we took in the last 45 games.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
took a shot.
Tame. All of his shots were super tame.
Yeah.
At
Anyways,
least he's shooting the ball. At least someone's shooting the ball. It takes goals to win a game.
again, I promise not to have a rant, but I've got to say this. I keep reading these quotes from press conferences from Frank Lampard. And I'm getting kind of sick and tired of his critiques of players because he's acting like he's the manager. He's a caretaker. It's like, dude, just get us through the season. Don't be coming. I mean, like he said something about Mudryk today, and it's like, dude, come on. Like, you won't play him, but every time he comes on the field, he's like the best player on the team right now.
Doesn't take much.
Oh, I know it doesn't take much. But the point is you're just going to continue to potentially kill the confidence of a guy that is lacking in confidence. And every time he plays, he builds himself up a little bit. You know, I don't like this edition of Frank because it feels like he's bitter towards the club. Not Bowley because they gave him an opportunity, but he's bitter towards the club because they sacked him previously.
Which he deserved, though.
Exactly.
But see, and I feel like it's the exact opposite, though. I think he's doing everything possible to give us a future because of how bad things really were screwed up for the club.
Let's be
Potter
honest.
Potter did a number.
Trying to pour water on a dumpster with this.
Potter did a number on the squad. His first week, he said these boys aren't fit to play Premier League soccer. Sorry about it. These boys aren't fit to play Premier League football. They haven't been running enough. Their physique is off. They're getting injured left and right because Boyle came in, fired half of our physio staff, some of the greatest physios in the world, fired the best director in football, period. Marina is irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. Whoever picks her up is going to find themselves a gold mine because she makes the club money and she finds young talent and she brings it in on cheap and she knows how to write contracts. I think
He knows how to write contracts for sure.
I think Frank is truly trying to just piece this together. We're not going to get relegated. I think he's trying to sell the players that are going to get. It's in mathematically.
I'm not so confident in that right
mathematically,
now.
now we cannot get relegated. We cannot get relegated now. We cannot get relegated now. Look it up.
I'm looking it up. Don't you worry about that. Go on. I'll check it out.
But anyway, because we cannot get relegated, Ziyech needs to be sold. If Connor's going to go, he needs value because he's trash, so you have to build something. We already have a fire sale coming. Aubameyang isn't going to fit in our club, so I understand not starting him. But yes, we need production. But if you're going to produce, I believe in production more so than value or anything. Fofana couldn't make the team under Potter. I don't think Fofana is going to make the team under Posh if he comes in.
Statistically, you can still get relegated.
The next 3 games, hey, man.
No. I thought because Forest lost and because Leeds lost, we cannot get relegated.
They're only 9 points behind you. Both of those teams are only 9 points behind you. There's 3 games, and they all have 4 to play. So statistically speaking, but I mean,
I don't think they'll get relegated either. But the next 3 are not finished.
Here's my issue. All right. Okay, I get what you're saying, X, and I agree with some of it. But here was a game that you put out a starting lineup that you're like, okay, let's try to go win this. That lineup said nothing about even trying. I mean, your 2 attackers are Sterling and Gallagher, and you're whipping in crosses into the box. Like what? Like none of it makes sense with him.
What's the alternative? That's my only question in all of this.
They went so defensive. It was confusing to me. I was like, what are you doing?
Kai's
I
hurt.
was confused, man.
Kai's hurt. Alba's a cancer. You can't reward him for having bad behavior. I don't care who you are. You're not bigger than the club. Even if he bagged 20 goals before Frank came in, if you're a cancer, I don't care who you are. Just like Yao Cancelo, if you're a cancer, I don't care how good you are, you're leaving the club.
Okay,
you're going and partying with Barcelona. I'm not going to reward you with playing time on a Chelsea field.
That's fine. Got no issue with that. But you can't tell me that you see a starting lineup with 1 attacker in Sterling and say, we're putting our best out there to even try.
Again, Sterling has to. If we do not sell him and no one wants to buy him, we have him on 3 more years of contract after this.
I get that.
For millions of dollars. So if Sterling isn't, and then on a stat line, if you read Sterling's goal count, Sterling has goals. When Kai's hurt and you have no 9, Sterling is the obvious choice for a lineup. I'm sorry, it's just we have
lone attacker lineup. You're going to play Sterling.
I mean, he's got a lot of chances. He had a few chances.
Sterling's not converted. Sterling's just not the player he was for City. He's not the player he was even for Liverpool. He's washed.
Though there was only maybe a season and a half at the end of his City career where you're like, all right, Sterling is clicking. Sterling can put it in. Sterling's the guy that's getting all these tap ins. For the first couple of years of his City career, that was a huge criticism of him that he couldn't score. And
I agree. I didn't agree with bringing Sterling in. I didn't. I hate Raheem Sterling. I hate Raheem Sterling when he plays for England. I hate Raheem Sterling when he plays for City.
I agree with Patrick. Isn't it time to just throw something at the wall and see if it sticks? If
not if you are vying for another job, because again,
he's not getting another job.
He's
potentially going to get 2 clubs relegated this season. He's not getting another job.
Hired again.
What he needs to do is go be a pundit, finish his badges, and then start somewhere and work his way up.
I do have a question though. Because X, you said something that I think is a great point about conditioning. And you said, hey, these boys are not in shape and they
were swimming and taking corporate days off. No, they're not in shape.
No.
I know.
I agree 1,000%. But this is where I'm really confused, because even if you're not like taking it seriously, you're not in shape. If the manager keeps sticking the same people out there, shouldn't you be in football shape?
Connor's in shape. Conte's in shape. But that's what I'm saying. He's playing these guys because he's playing the ones who are actually hustling in practice, because that's Frank Lampard's mentality and his vying of a manager. If you're not going to give me 100% out there for 90 minutes or for 80 minutes before I can sub you out, you're not going to play for me. He ran the academy the same way. That's why he brought all those boys up. Oh, you want to run for 90? You want to give it all for the shirt? I'm going to play you. That's why Tammy is where he is. That's why Tamori is where he is. That's why Gilmore is where he is.
The thing with me is,
he is a player development coach. He's not a manager, and I'll give you that. He is not a manager. He is a player developer.
Even Frank had to know what Brentford's bringing. They bring the same thing to every game. It's find Tony and play off of him, and if not, it's
They
play through
scored
Tony.
one. If
They
we
said-
would have scored any of our 14 chances, this wouldn't be an argument because Azpilicueta puts one off of his own dome out Harry Maguire.
Yeah, y'all had most of the chances, and then they got the corner kick.
One of one. One of one.
Their second goal was fantastic, though.
It was.
A run from Mbomo was fantastic. I'll give
It
them
was a good goal.
But it was so
But it's
far
one of one.
they were so far apart and they were under the pressure for most of the game. But I mean, we say it's broken record. Like y'all can't finish.
No.
No,
Gal
and
can't
don't
finish.
put Sterling as your lone attacker.
We need
There's
to
no
try-
alternative.
Start Madueke, start Mud Dog, start someone else. Give someone
Exactly.
there's 37 of them.
Bring on
When
Pulisic.
they don't try and practice, I'm not going to reward you on the field. You can't tell me Pulisic's trying. You can't tell me Ziyech is trying.
Yeah, but
can't
that's
tell me
my
Mad-
losses, man.
I agree to a
Gotta
point.
do something.
I agree with UX to a point, but at some point you gotta look and say, but these guys who are hustling hard are not good, and so I can't keep put hustling on the field if they're not good. It's like the equivalent where I respect Frank Lampard super much, but Frank Lampard looks like Michael Jordan running the Hornets. He looks completely clueless, man. They're not you. Like you just gotta own it. They're not you. And all the words that you want to say as the manager, because just the lineup, I know, X, I'm going to go one further to support you. Those guys look clueless, but I know when they saw that lineup, they were confused too. There's no way the players weren't confused when they saw that lineup because they're like, this is what we're going in against Brentford to do. They literally played Brentford like they were going to score 1,000 goals against them. I'm just confused about
If we could convert chances, we would have. That's what I'm saying. Like, we had 14 shots, 8 on target, no conversion because no one on this squad, that's why I'm saying there is no alternative. You can crucify the man all you want. No one's bagging goals. Fofana didn't bag goals when he was in. Abba didn't bag goals when he was in. No one Felix has not done anything but cost us $600,000 every time he steps onto the field.
and he'll be back.
He'll be back. Yeah, just saw a thing said he's staying.
It's baffling to me because they paid all these players who cannot convert. Where is our Didier Drogba? Where is our Eden Hazard? Where is our Diego Costa?
Harry
Once in a lifetime player.
Harry Kane, right. Bring in Posh, bring in Kane. That's a solution.
I
If
got
you
a
want
question.
this squad to convert, you do that. You bring in a 9. You bring in a target man. You give Mud Dog somewhere where he can get the ball off and hit somebody who's going to convert it. Sterling isn't going to convert it.
Ship Sterling back to Liverpool.
Ship Sterling off the Celtic. I don't care. Get him out of the Premier League.
So the first question is, oh my God, I forgot it because you made me laugh. Because you said now I'm not trying to call you on the carpet, but you said nobody can score, and then you said that they can't get relegated. Well, if nobody can score and they're about to play 3 powerhouses and they lose those 3, because I mean, next 3 weeks, unless I see something fantastic, I'm telling you now, even though my pick is not determining the answer, I'm pretty sure most other people are not picking Chelsea to win these next 3 games.
No.
So if they drop those 9 points,
Wait a second. It's their next. It's the last
The
3
next
games.
5 are insane.
It's the last 3 games. But if you lose to Bournemouth and Forest,
It's trouble.
those are big games.
And the thing is, Forrest has looked good on the road here recently.
But other than that, it's Arsenal, City, United, Newcastle.
But
they're not winning any of those games.
And if the others lose as well, they won't gain.
Don't we have one against Tottenham too, or no?
Forest has a hard run in. Everton has a hard run in. They're not winning any more games, just like we're not winning any more games.
Bournemouth are 2 on the bounce after smashing relegation leads, and that's who y'all play after the wounded animal that is Arsenal.
that's 12 points that they're not going to get. Not 100%, but that's 12 points you're not getting.
I agree with you because we cannot score. No one can score on this squad.